Make sense? None of these decisions in these competitive auctions, I mean, none of these are ever going to be guarantees. You know, it's hard. It's really hard to get these right sometimes. But what you're trying to do is that, you know, if there's an opportunity in there, and what you're thinking is, well, that 4 diamond bid is a free bid, right? Because bidding 4 diamonds doesn't take us past 4 hearts. I mean, it's not, you know, we think the opponents are probably going to sacrifice. It's not a given. They might let us play 4 hearts. But the idea is that you can get that 4 diamond bid into the auction and you haven't gone past 4 hearts. So, you know, why not, you know, give partner a little bit of help there. So. One thing we want to look at, and this is page 181, and then I think after this one we'll probably one short break.
Can I ask a question about 170?
170?
Page 170?
Was that part of the last hand or?
No, it was just after the last hand. It's where they did a splitter bid and it wasn't a double jump. I'm trying to understand it.
You know,
Was it a 2/1? The auction started as a 2/1.
if this, you do that, I can't find it.
Yeah, I did. Question mark. Yeah.
One spade.
Yeah, so splinters within a 2/1 look a little bit different. I think we've talked about it a little bit, but not extensively. So it's something a little bit different. So we probably don't want to get into that right now. So this hand is on page 181, and we're not going to have an auction for it. This is more just a matter of recognizing differences, and this will come, you know, into your format. You know, what type of game are you playing? Are you playing match point pairs, or are you playing teams?
Yeah.
So on these 2 hands, we definitely want to be in game, right? What are the possible games that we would consider? Well, we have a 4/4 spade fit. We're both generally balanced, so 3-no and 4 spades. We also have a big diamond fit. Although, for the most part, we're not going to worry about that because we'd rather not be in a game that would require us to take 11 tricks, right? And as you can see on these cards, 5 diamonds probably wouldn't ever be a very good game. So, the question that I would ask about these 2 hands is, which game is the best game? And by best, I mean in terms of which game is the most likely to make or even cold on any lead, and which game is the best scoring game?
Better in neutral because you can run the diamonds and maybe get an overturn. The other 2 suited.
Okay, so let's say we're playing in 3 now. Let's say we're playing in 3 now. Let's say the opening lead is a heart. That shouldn't be a surprise, right? The opponents have 9 hearts. I think somebody can find a heart lead.
Yeah.
Your heart holding is king, queen type in your hand there, right? So you do have a stopper, but only one. How many tricks do you have in 3 now?
9,
6, 7, 8.
8,
You only count 8?
9.
Oh, really?
Well,
You count now?
All right, so shouldn't we have, on a heart lead, remember, this is the best lead for the defense. So we're saying the defense is doing the best they can possibly do. We have the ace, king of spades, right? We have our 1 heart stopper,
there's 9.
right? We have
2,
5 diamonds. Those diamonds are going to run, right? We have 9 of them.
Oh, 9.
Even if diamonds break 4-0, our 6 of diamonds is gonna set up as a winner.
Yeah.
And we have the ace of clubs. How many tricks?
No.
9. Exactly 9. All right. So yeah, an over trick, making an over trick. Now, if for some reason they let a club instead, we actually might be able to set up a second club winner for an over trick. But let's assume that the defense gets off to the right lead. All right. So let's say we're vulnerable. That gives us a 600, right? All right. Well, what if we played 4 spades? Let's say 4 spades made exactly. 620, right? And what is happening for us to make 4 spades? Or what tricks are we losing? Well, we're losing a spade, right? Because we're missing queen, jack, and 10. So if the spades split 3-2,
And the club.
if the spades split 3-2, we lose 1 spade. They're going to get their king or queen of clubs, and they're going to get their ace of hearts, right? All right. So 4 spades is the better scoring contract. Scores better than 3 now. Is 4 spades cold? Do you like your chances to make 4 spades on a 4-1 break? And by the way, this is not a 4-0 break in a 9-card fit. In a 9-card fit, a 4-1 break in an 8-card fit is a lot more common.
Right.
If one opponent has, and in particular, if one opponent has queen, jack, and 10,
Yikes.
somebody has queen, jack, 10, 4th, and the other person has small spade, aren't you going to lose 2 trump tricks? I mean, by the time you have discovered the break, it's too late to recover, right? So now you're going 7. All right. So 3-0 cannot be beaten on any lead, even the best lead of a heart. But 4 spades scores better every time it makes. And because all 4 spades needs to make is a 3-2 break, it's going to make a lot more often than it's going to go down, right? In fact, a 3-2 break is 2/3 probability, right? All right, 2/3 of the time, our 4 spades is going to make, and we're going to score better. All right, so the ultimate question is, which game should you be in when you're playing match points? Which game should you be in when you're playing teams? Teams 3-0. You don't care about the extra 20 points, right? That's irrelevant. Because remember, anytime spades are 3-2, both contracts make, right? If you're playing teams and you play 3-0, which is absolutely frigid, and they play 4 spades at the other table, which happens to make because the spades broke normally, what would you lose? You would lose 1 imp. That is generally irrelevant in a longer match. We don't worry about losing 1 imp. And frankly, if you played 3-0 at teams, you made the better decision. You won't get rewarded for it every time 4 spades makes, but you can sleep at night knowing you chose the right contract and you're smarter than the people sitting in your chairs at the other table. All right, what if you're playing match points? At match points, if you play 3-0 on these cards, anytime 4 spades makes, you're getting a bad board, right? Because everybody else around the room is playing the perhaps slightly more common. I would expect, if we run this hand around a room and it gets played at 13 tables, my guess is that the contract would be 4 spades, 10 or 11 times, right? Most of the room is going to play their 4-4 spade fit. They're not going to get cute. They might not even explore alternate contracts. They'll just go with what seems like the sure thing, all right? So if you play 3-0 at match points, you're only going to get a good board those times when 4 spades gets a bad trump break and all these other people around the room are going minus on the board and you're going plus with your 600. Now, of course, the tricky part to all this is, how do we make these decisions? We can construct some auctions. Certainly I would think you know, and of course, you know, it's gonna, okay, it might depend on how this goes, who opens the bidding, who responds and all that. We're not gonna go through all those gyrations. The main thing is recognizing and thinking about the format. If you get a feel for, well, what contract do I think is more likely to make? If you are thinking about 3-0, even when you have found a spade fit, I'm thinking about it more from this person up here. I think what your thought would be is, 3-0 may not be a thing of beauty, but I have 5 sure tricks here, right? You can look at that and say, I've got 5 winners out of diamonds alone. And I've got another card on the outside. And my partner has an opening hand. So you should really like your chances to take 9 tricks. Now, this is why I say, well, it might depend, what your partner opens.
I know you said we weren't gonna bid, but
Yeah.
could you bid it out anyway?
Well, I mean, like I said, it may depend. What would happen if this hand opened a diamond? That would be the normal opening bid, right?
One spade.
All right, a diamond, a spade, 2 spades.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's gonna, the reason I said, it's just gonna depend on your methods. You might show a double fit in diamonds, and then maybe South might offer 3-0 with most of their hand in hearts and clubs, honors and hearts and clubs, and then you could decide to sit for 3-0. Because if partner opened a diamond, all the partner's points are outside of diamonds, right? So that might be what would lead you to try 3-0. And your spades aren't great, right? And it's exactly an 8-card fit because your partner opened a diamond, not a spade. Now, if we had a 9-card spade fit, that would certainly push us toward, like if this hand opened a spade, I don't think you'd be entertaining 3-0 that much. But then again, if we were in a 9-card fit, would you be worried about it? Then you don't have to worry about the trump break either, right? There's more safety in 4 spades. So look, these are not always the easiest decisions. Like when we talk about playing teams, teams are one of the few situations where we would actively entertain playing 5 of a minor over 3-0 sometimes. If 3-0 is risky and 5 of the minor is, okay, well maybe it's only going to score exactly our 600. There won't be any over tricks, but has the virtue of being, of being cold. And that, and that more often is going to happen if you've got a suit out there that is either unstopped or poorly stopped. So, why don't we go ahead and break since we're about midway point here, and take a few minutes.